Hi loves, happy Sunday. Today I would like to talk about concept of growing your capacity to receive. One of my clients brought this to my attention that I very often use this concept of you need to expand your capacity to receive without actually explaining what does that mean. So, growing or expanding our capacity to receive is fundamental for women in particular because this is helping us to actually get in touch with our empowered feminine. And when it comes to the capacity to receive, what I mean is simply our ability to consciously enjoy and savor the moment of not being in charge, right? Dropping the control, dropping the fear, dropping the anxiety, dropping the thinking of whether I'm gonna get it again, how long it's gonna last, right? Like dropping from the mind, dropping from the ego concepts of owning something or possessing something or chasing something into the moment. Oh, it's right here, right now, and consciously, right? Bringing your consciousness to your body and opening up your senses, all the senses, whether, right, it's smell or just the vision or touch or sensations in your body, right? Tingling or warmth or just pleasurable, any kind of a pleasurable feelings. And do it consciously, right? Surrendering to the moment. And I can give you an example. A couple of days ago, I went to see the beautiful sunset at the beach. And I get to the beach thinking about, things that I have to do, things that I have to take care of. And then I just saw this magnificent sunset, and I said to myself, "Oh, hey, enough! Just shut up, and be fully present, right?" And I consciously just open all of my senses, right? Like my whole being, my whole body, right? Not only my eyes, but like everything, to just receive the beauty in the form of colors, in the form of, right, the warmth water, the waves, the breeze, the fabric of my dress, right, the people around me, the energies, everything, just taking it in, taking it in, taking it in. And we're not trained to savor the moment, and savoring, conscious receiving, right, conscious nourishment, this is the foundation that gives us the new space to attract more things into our lives, right? To give us space to grow, to give us space to expand, right? To give us space to move forward. Because sometimes people doing a lot of healing work and they still feeling, oh, I'm not moving anywhere. Why? And it's not about I need to do more work. It's about, oh, I need to actually just simply relax. And that is the beauty. That is the the magic that's very much available for every single person. Just remind yourself, even if you're working, oh, let me take a break for 5 minutes and go get my favorite cup of tea or coffee, and just for 5 minutes create the relationship with this beautiful beverage and allow myself to savor the taste. As simple as that. And you'll see that it will start growing more in you, and you will expand your capacity to receive more pleasure sensually, sexually. You would also expand your capacity to just hold much more wider spectrum of emotions. And emotions, it's how we move through life. It's how we actually create space. It's how we move forward instead of staying stuck. Because the way we stay stuck is by going into the mind and fixing it and kind of like getting obsessed with it. And when we present in the body, when we allow ourselves just enjoy the moment with all the perfections and imperfections, right, we create the space. And when we create the space, we finding the resolution or resources within ourselves instead of being in the mind, because there's nothing bad with the mind, but the mind uses the data that it has. So if the mind doesn't know about something, it's very hard for the mind to imagine that it's possible. So our imagination and knowing is not coming from the mind. That's coming from this beautiful creative space that is accessible for us if we can be present with our senses. And sometimes being present with what is uncomfortable even more powerful, because there is more potent energy there. And that's why sometimes it's like this like explosion of new revelations, right? Like in new ideas and new desires and new self-expressions. So I'm encouraging all of you to just find something you can fully savor and enjoy and open your senses to today and every day. Check out my courses below. I'm doing group classes for women. I'm working one-on-one with men. I am sensuality coach, and I help people consciously transform their lives through sensual presence and pleasure.